It is no secret that we are the #2 most relocated state in the United States of America because of our jobs.
We have dug deep into finding the top 10 employers in the city of Portland.
That's right, so we're gonna go over the top 10 biggest employers, most money, baby, in Portland.
And you have to stay tuned to the end for one bonus industry.
So stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? This is Jackson Ray Wilkey
And Jesse Ray Dow.
and we are the Real Agent Now group right here in the Portland Metro, and we are doing videos about what it's like to live in the Portland Metro. So if you have not yet, make sure you tap that subscribe button and click that little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. People, we're working towards a really cool milestone. This channel's been going good, and every subscribe helps this channel grow, so we really appreciate you to tap that subscribe button. We are working with clients from all around the world, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about moving here, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send the pigeon carrier. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when moving here to Portland, Oregon. Like my main man Jesse said, we went through and dug out the 10 biggest employers right here in the Portland Metro that'll give you a heck of a head start when looking for jobs here in Portland. So we're gonna jump right into it. Number 10, we've got Xerox. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Xerox is a digital and printing company. They specialize in office equipment. They're headquartered right here in Wilsonville, Oregon. They have over 35,000 employees globally, and they operate in 160 countries. But we work with a lot of people that have some relationship with Xerox. So it's definitely a huge employer, doing a lot of great things, and a lot of even the companies that supply our office equipment sell Xerox.
Yep, Pam and Jim do not work for Xerox. They work for Dunder Mifflin, but there's some great Jim and Pams there.
Yep.
But that moves us into number 9, and we have Tektronics.
Yeah, so Tektronics is a company right in Beaverton. It's actually just right down the street, a couple miles. They have over 4,000 employees, and they develop manufacturing test and measurement equipment. So you're driving in your car and you notice that the gas is getting a little low. They really developed that little tool that measures your fuel in your gas tank.
So cool, so cool.
So cool.
Perfect little guys. Number 8, we go to Mentor Graphics.
Yeah, so Mentor Graphics is an electronic design company, and they develop things for engineering infrastructures. So they're actually headquartered down in Wilsonville as well, and they have over 6,000 employees.
Dang, that's a lot. Number 7, we're gonna go just across the border up north, and we're gonna go to Northwest Pipe Company.
Yeah, so Northwest Pipe Company, like he said, is located up in Vancouver. It's a little bit north of Portland. You know, they only have about 1,000 employees, but they do so much business on a global scale that their stuff is in high demand. And what do? Special steel pipes that actually move water. So hydroelectricity, definitely a big company, definitely doing big things up there. And if you're into the piping industry.
Yeah, piping. But there's a lot of parts of these. It's not just building the parts. It's not, you know, in the lab all day. There's obviously high paying sales jobs and management jobs. So that's just kind of what we're talking about with these. So we'll jump into number 6. We're gonna really start hearing about some companies that you've heard at home, and this one is Columbia.
Yeah, so Columbia Sportswear, it's another company that's located just a couple blocks down the street. They have 7,000 plus employees, and they develop outerwear, you know, whether it's ski equipment,
Head,
shoes.
shoulders, knees, and toes.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes, anything that you need in the snow, they got you.
But yeah, everything from head to toe outerwear.
Exactly, yep. So yeah, super cool company. We get employee passes all the time. Anyone that works for our company gets employee passes, so if you need a Columbia pass, hit us up.
That's right. If you work with us, we can get you these Columbia passes.
You work with us, we work with you.
Yep. Number 5 on the list is Boeing.
Yeah, so most people know Boeing for the planes that they build, and their main headquarters is up in Seattle, but they do have a huge office down here in Gresham, Oregon, which is east of Portland. But they manufacture and distribute planes, satellites, rockets, missiles, lots of things for the Navy and Air Force and the military. So they employ actually over 150,000 employees, and it actually is one of the biggest Northwest American employer.
Yeah, that was cool to find out that too, for sure.
Yep.
Number 4 on the list is Precision Castparts.
Yeah, so my brother actually works for Precision Castparts. It's headquartered right here in Portland. They're a metal fabrication company that was recently purchased by Warren Buffett's company, 3Gs in Berkshire Hathaway, and they actually employ 34,000 employees. So you definitely know that if a guy like Warren G. Buffett investing in Portland here, you know it's definitely a great spot to be.
Number 3 on the list is Daimler, and not Damian Lillard, but Daimler.
Yeah, so Daimler is a commercial vehicle manufacturing company. They develop and build trucks like Freightliner for Detroit Diesel and a few other great things, but they're headquartered right here in Portland as well, and they have 34,000 employees, so they're definitely a huge supplier of jobs here in the Portland market, and they're always very forward thinking, so they're actually really pushing the electronic trucks and hybrid trucks, so they're definitely like trying to compete, I think, with like Tesla and things like that to make sure that their employees' jobs are protected all the way from today into the future.
That's obviously coming up, and if you have any industry knowledge of the auto industry, that's a good one to look at. So number 2 is it Nickel? Oh, Nike.
Yeah, Nike, another company that's located like 2 miles from our office here. As you can see, a lot of these companies are located right next to our office, which is why we love this place.
Ooh.
We've got commerce surrounding us galore. But as you know, Nike, Michael Jordan, they just signed
Me.
Well, you. I know that was like the second big announcement.
No, they got Zion Williamson, baby.
Zion Williams under the Jordan brand,
Yep.
super big news here. But they have 73,000 employees. We have so many clients that work for Nike.
But yeah, we can get passes to Nike too. But yeah, there's lots of jobs. It's not just, you know, the merchandise, man. That we know people in every spectrum of Nike, so there's a lot of opportunity there. And we did a killer video of what it's like in the headquarters. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure you go and find that Nike headquarters video. We literally got the inside pass to that. So number 1 on the list is pretty easy. That's Intel, baby.
It's right by our office too. Intel, so they employ over 100,000 people. We have tons of clients that work for Intel. They absolutely love it. It's a microprocessing company. They have multiple different campuses. They actually just sold one of their divisions off to Apple. All their employees are gonna convert over to Apple, but they're all staying there. It's a huge employer here. And the one thing that I'll tell you about all these brands that we've just talked about, these are all legacy brands, so in the top 10. So these brands are probably never going anywhere, and they're always on the cutting edge of technology. The one thing that we did see in the list, like leading off of this into the top 100, there's tons of startups. There's tons of opportunities for companies that didn't make the list, but are very, very prominent companies like Adidas, Warren, Research Fine Food. So, and those are all right here out on our side as well. So.
Yeah, and Intel is expanding. They're gonna have another 500,000 square foot to their building. So there's also like 3 other campuses out in the Hillsborough area. So there's a lot of different campuses, but Intel's huge. But we don't wanna leave you there. There's one bonus industry that's absolutely exploding here too, and what's that?
Yeah, it's the medical industry. We have so many hospitals here. We have a lot of people relocating here just because our world-class physicians. We have St. Vincent, Portland. We got OHSU, Good Sam, Dornbecker's Children's Hospital, Legacy Emmanuel Hospital, tons of Kaisers, Randall's Children's Hospital. So there's so many hospitals here. If you're a physician, a nurse, anesthesiologist, psychologist, it doesn't matter what type of medicine that you're practicing.
Yeah.
There are options for you, and they are always hiring.
There's actually a lot of travel nurses, doctors coming here too because of the opportunities. But medical industry is definitely booming, and if you are coming from medical, there's a great area down South Waterfront. So these are the top 10 companies around here that are supplying jobs, but like he said, there are so many other options. There's startups, and it's no secret. That's why so many people are moving here. And the affordability compared to, you know, Silicon Valley, we got Silicon Forest. It's way cheaper. That's one thing I want to touch on before we leave. All of these big companies that are right here, like Jesse said, has a push to the west side. So maybe tell them a little bit about like living in like the Hillsborough, how it's blowing up.
Oh yeah. So there's definitely very affordable living out on the west side, whether it's Beaverton, Hillsborough, Sherwood, but they are expanding like crazy out by Intel and Nike, where Hillsborough, it's called South Hillsborough Development. I think they're building 4,000 to 6,000 houses out there. It just started. So they're just really, really making a huge push out there to make sure that we keep up with all the businesses that are being built out there. And the reason that a lot of them are established out there is because, you know, that's where Intel started out at, and they were like one of the first ever tech companies here. Everyone else just kind of built up around them, so that way,
You got this.
so you can keep all your talent in the same area, and then everyone tries to steal each other.
We did a video on Hillsborough. It's the most affordable city because the houses are cheaper to live, but the median income of the household is almost $90,000, more than Beaverton and everywhere. So up and coming area. But we really hope you enjoyed that video. If you're looking to relocate here and you don't have that job lined up, go into those 10 companies and see what they have. It's a great opportunity to get into a top company and move up and make that living. And we are doing videos about what it's like to live in the Portland Metro. So if you have not yet, make sure you tap that subscribe button and click that little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. People, we're working towards a really cool milestone. This channel's been going good, and every subscribe helps this channel grow, so we really appreciate you to tap that subscribe button. If you are thinking about moving or relocating here to the Portland Metro, honestly, we have so many people giving us a call, and we absolutely love it. We're working with people from all around the world, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking of moving, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send them the pigeon carrier. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back with moving to Portland, Oregon. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.